Hey there YouTube, the Once Corrupt here, and I am bringing you another battle, this time with my TrickStorm team debut. So I use Hippowdon as a lead for the Sandstream, and get that Sandstorm up and to get it from Stealth Rocks. He's led with Machamp, and I know from other Machamps I've faced that they can't do anything to Hippowdon because it's basically a physical wall. So at this point, my HngryHngry Hippo is just going to sit out here and he's just going to keep trying to get Stealth Rocks up while Machamp takes residual damage from Sandstorm and heals it off with leftovers. I'm not too sure what Machamp as a lead is meant to do. I've really never looked at it as a lead. This is the second one I faced as a lead, but he's obviously got the no guard, and I just put up the Stealth Rocks. Now, at this point, I was going for a slack off because I need to get some HP back, and I was going to live a third D punch anyways. He made a sub, which is good for me because it means I get the free turn instead of slack off. And Hippowdon is just beast when he heals in the Sandstorm and stuff. So now Machamp goes for another dynamic punch, and I can pretty much PP stall out all his dynamic punches with Hippowdon, which is great because it would have saved me a lot of hassle if he would have just stayed in, but he doesn't. I get an Earthquake off, break the sub. At this point, I think he sort of sees that it's useless staying in here trying to dynamic punch Hippowdon because he's just going to keep taking it on the chest like the beast he is. So at this point he ends up switching out to Starmie, which is a good switch on his part because I can't do much with Hippowdon against Starmie. The confusion also gives me a free switch because I get hit on that turn. Starmie is obviously threatening the Hydro Pump, and I can't Hydro Pump or Surf. He does go with Hydro Pump though. I can't do anything about that, so I've got to go to Porygon 2. Porygon 2 is in this team because he has Trick Room and fairly good defenses. Except Hydro Pump just rapes it, and I was just almost bewildered by the damage it did. I was hoping I would get the miss now and I'd be able to recover and then Thunderbolt it or something next turn, or Trick Room and then Thunderbolt and recover, but he ends up killing me anyways. So I ended up losing my Porygon 2 there. I suppose it was Life Orb to start me as well. Anyways, I bring in Jailbait. Now Jailbait was nicknamed by my friend Mitch, and I have to give him a shout out right now because he likes Jailbait by Jirachi. Anyways, I end up getting up a Trick Room now, and he switches predicting the U-turn. At this point, it's good for me now because now I can U-turn out and I can bring in one of my big slow sweepers, and what's bigger and slower than Rhyperior. So in comes Rhyperior, and I didn't know that I didn't think that Machamp resisted Stone Edge, so I went for a Stone Edge now, just in case he decided to switch into a Flying type as well. Unfortunately, he lives it, which is kind of really bad for me because now I have to take a dynamic punch. And thank God for Solid Rock because that was pretty much the only thing that saved me from getting one hit KO'd. I then became confused, but luckily I got the second Stone Edge off, which was great. Because I went with Stone Edge again just because it might have made him think I was banded if he wasn't noticing my Life Orb recoil damage. That and, like, he ended up bringing in Venusaur, which resists Stone Edge, I believe, so an Earthquake was neutral damage on him, and that was good for me, except I didn't manage to actually finish it off with his Earthquake, and it was like lame, but the Sandstorm was going to finish it anyway, so he goes for a hidden power, probably Ice or something, so it was super effective. It didn't matter, I took down SolidGold, so now the Sandstorm will take down Venusaur. So now we're pretty much 2 for 2, except I got a lot more exposure on my team. So I go with Jailbait because it's just the best thing I can possibly think of to send back out, plus the Trick Room is ended, so I now need to get up another Trick Room. His Hydro Pump missed, I got up a Trick Room. At this point now I'm just going to U-turn out to my other sweeper, Rhyperior. So yeah, at this point it gets rid of the Starmie now as well. He has got switch advantage, but I don't know what he's going to bring in to basically take on my Tyranitar, because like my Rhyperior, he's pretty much like max defenses as well as max attack, or as max as they can be on a 5-turn EV spread, without having to put anything into speed, and both Brave Natured. So this Rock Slide is just like death on the Zapdos. So that's the end of the Zapdos. I want to take care of the Zapdos. He then brings in Nidoking, and Nidoking I can Earthquake for a super effective hit, so that's the end of the Nidoking as well. And finally he brings in Flygon, I believe. If I remember correctly. Flygon, yes, he brings in Flygon. And although I could have switched to Cress now to dodge the Earthquake, I just wanted to make sure it would be what he was going to lock himself into, and I wanted to see how much my crunch would do to it. It turns out it just lives the crunch and is able to get off an Earthquake. It's obviously in a Trick Room environment, being Choice Scarf, it's way slower than Fluffy here. The Trick Room ended and I switched back out anyways. Brought in Cress. Now I know that it's stuck on the Earthquake. Now my Cress hasn't actually got any offensive moves, so all I could do to kill it was Toxic it. And at this point, yeah, he goes for another Earthquake, he misses because he can't switch moves. But I get off the Toxic, and Toxic ends up killing in the end. This was a really good game. Debut of my TrickStorm team, and it went wonderfully, just the way I sort of wanted it to. Really nice and cohesive. Yeah, shout out to Mitch for nicknaming my Jirachi Jailbait. He thinks it's a little bit promiscuous, I guess. I guess he likes it like that. Rate, comment, subscribe, guys. Tell me what you think of this battle. And I'm currently sort of accepting challenges and stuff too, so yeah, let me know what happens. Thanks for watching, guys. It's Once Corrupt out.